Teams, boom. So he's giving me a Hashidati. Hooray! And we also have a Nelson and an Amagi. So Yunkai's using an Amagi with a Fiji and a Gadad. Okay, so there's no like long-range radar. So I wonder how that smoke will play into this, because the Cleveland from the enemy team is going to give them hydro and radar. It's going to give them plenty of detectability. And we are on the shards map as well. So, okay. This is generally a different setup from last minute registration. How does the Amagi play into this? I mean, it's a powerful tier 8 battleship, that's for sure. But is it going to get angles? Can it really punish the Nelson? But then again, with 10 shells, I guess it could be quite punishing to the Cleveland. But is the Cleveland going to let itself be seen, you know, over the island chain, you know? Much better. Cool. That's how it's supposed to be. Right, moving in. We see Scots God going with the Mada, going into Alpha, Chrysanthemum with the Fiji pushing up. Did I update the team? Fiji kind of pushing in on the kind of the narrow channel, and then the Amagi Yunkai going into the narrow channel well and following the Mada. I would imagine, considering how I was RPF'd as the kind of spectator bot, at least at the beginning, that the enemy team quite possibly will go to Charlie, but it could be wrong. I mean, it's hard to say. Now, the DDs are even, right? They're both the exact same DDs, so it's going to come down partially to player spell. What's the synergy with the other ships? Well, the Amagi's got pretty powerful 10 turrets, alright? And what can the Fiji do? The Fiji can smoke and it can heal. Doesn't have high explosive though, so it's going to have a hard time when it's APing from the nose. It has to kind of go for the superstructure of the Nelson, especially since the Nelson can face all in and kind of fire all its guns. And if the Nelson faces the Amagi, I'm not sure if the Amagi can overpin the Nelson from the front. It probably can, and can probably cause a bit of damage. And we see that, this is kind of interesting, the enemy team has decided to go for Bravo. So this is FBM going for Bravo. And then, well, how is this going to work? Because if the ships kind of cozy up onto these island chains rather than just on the edge, if they actually are much closer, then Hydro and Radar is going to come into play, because that's something that these last minute registration, the team we're watching right now, the green team, doesn't have. So they'll have the Hydra from the Fiji, but that's it. Oh, okay, so that's probably a ship spotting by the Mada on the Cleveland. Has a rough idea with the Nelson. Okay, so I'm guessing the Mada is... That might have been just like a one return fire, but it could also be a radar. It's a full AP salvo on the Nelson. I wouldn't expect a huge amount of damage. Torps detected. Oh, Chrysanthemum! Chrysanthemum, mate! You're gonna have to go forwards. That Torp's gonna do a ton of damage. I think this is game over here for Chrysanthemum. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, is he gonna... No, that's gonna hurt. Ouch. Now he can heal some of that, and he's smoked up because he knows he's positioning. The issue is, did the Cleveland already radar? Now the Mada's created a smoke trail so that the Cleveland can do some kind of work. Chrysanthemum's still on the return path, so he's trying to hit the Nelson. He does actually have him somewhat at an angle, like kind of broadside. I mean, look at this angling here. He can sort of, if he goes forwards again, he does have the Nelson at an angle. Now he can only fire his front. No, it doesn't have the sight anymore. And that's because the man has also been forced to smoke up. Now here comes the detection problem. If Chrysanthemum stays there, he's not going to be able to move up and use his hydro, because ideally he wants to move up to this island chain and use his hydro here instead. Because if Yunkai pushes up, and the Nelson kind of maybe turns around or runs during this opportunity, I don't know why he would do that with all these guns, or he just reverses, or that their own magic comes out in spots. It's kind of like a no man's, no one can see who hit the other person. Like, we're waiting for the cooldown. Okay, here, Lou. Okay, that's because the Mad just pushed out of his own smoke, and now he can detect Cleveland and the Nelson is pushing away. I wonder if this is maybe a misplay, because not all the guns can look in, and he's kind of at an awkward angle, so Yunkai just needs to be careful of where the Destroyer is kind of coming with some torps on the flank. Fiji's kind of coming on the cross. I don't think he can do really anything with his AP, because the angling's kind of bad. How much damage can Yunkai take here? Because you know it's going to be all high explosive, trying to just whittle him down. The question is, should Yunkai even be firing at the Nelson? Because it has a colossal heal. Oh, well, there's the Magit, so we know where the Magit is now because of the smoke cloud. Maybe trying to save the Nelson, or just creating a smoke cloud for the Nelson to go into while giving a path for the Cleveland. And the Cleveland is what's farming Yunkai. And Fiji from Chrysanthemum is trying to do that return to the Nelson, but we know the Nelson... Oh, the Deepwater Torps! And that's its game over. Boom, Yunkai goes into the Magit's Deepwater Torps. They knew the smoke was there. He didn't have any support from the Fiji. The last minute registration was running into a chasing battle, and that kind of punishes them, because as you're being chased you can drop torps, and it's very hard because it's an Amagi, it's not a Bismarck, it doesn't have a hydro, it can't push aggressively, it kind of wants other... I don't know if the synergy with the Amagi works particularly well here, because although it can overmatch the Nelson with its guns, he's not really getting... he's kind of pushing up and he's making it easy. I wonder if maybe he should have just tried to stay back. And now, because the battleship's down, Scott's just going to get jumped on. The DD's going to keep him spotted. The Cleveland's going to do maximum damage. Fiji's so far away that he can't get effective shots on target. And Scott's going to go down. And when Scott dies, then Chrysanthemum's going to be next. Yeah. Is that a wide torp spread? Okay. So Chrysanthemum, he's got a spotter playing up, he's trying to do his own smoke, but again, the Nelson just soaked a ton of damage. I don't feel like you should have been firing battleship shots on the Nelson. I think I kind of want, maybe not to chase in or to push, but to use the island as a blocker, or to keep distance, or to keep the Amagi away, and then have the Amagi firing on the Cleveland every time he gets the opportunity. Go for the cruiser, because if you get rid of the cruiser, it gives your destroyer such a huge advantage to deal with the enemy destroyer and to harass the battleship. That's just me talking in hindsight though, so. So I guess Chrysanthemum, he can try and get the B cap, he can try and get some lucky kind of 3 torp, because he's got 3 torpedo launchers per side at tier 7, and you can try and play for something, but the Nelson, Cleveland and Gaddafi is just going to push up, they'll take the B cap off of them, they'll take the A cap if necessary, and that's kind of game over. But you don't want to throw it away if you're Chrysanthemum, you want to try and do something, but I don't see how squishy, light British cruiser that's on 9,000 health, waiting for its heal, already used its smoke, is going to take down 3 well-organized teammates. There's the Nelson. He's not detected just yet. Unless he goes back in. I'm guessing he's entering... Yeah, there we go. So he must have entered just like his minimum detection range. He's going to try and perhaps angle? I mean, no damage to the Nelson. Maybe he can try and hurt the destroyer. That's a good hit with the front guns. Still, he's taking a bunch of damage. He's good positioning against the Cleveland, so the Cleveland can't really hit him. His hydro's up, so he sees the incoming torps, but like, you now have to thread a needle. I think that's pretty good. The Nelson's just waiting for a shot. I mean, this is going to absolutely smash him. Here it comes. Oh, the island comes into play. He still has the guys just spotted. Oh, he's just not getting good connections with his turrets though. Oh, and he's on fire. Immediate damage, Con. Is there a heal, Chrysanthemum? Is this game over? Can you get out of the salving blow? Cleveland's coming round the back. Oh, good torps by the Fiji, but he needs to live long enough for torps. Nope, Gadget gets him. Ouch. Ouch indeed. Oh well. Congratulations then to FBM, commiserations to LMR.